Hey guys, in this video today I will show you how you can use tracking in DaVinci Resolve for the iPad.
So I already prepared a video clip here. This is this one. We have a slight movement and we have a green screen here on our screen. And the problem right now is the tracking works in the color page. But in the color page, we don't have a media pool. So if you look back here at the cut page, we have a media pool here. Or even if we go to the edit page, we have a media pool here. But we don't have a media pool in the cut page. And to solve that problem, we can do the following. You need a keyboard for that. Either a Bluetooth keyboard or a physical keyboard. Like for example, in my case, I have the Magic Keyboard. So now hit Option, Command and K, and now we can go down here under Application, Workspace, scroll down, then Show Panel in Workspace, and if we scroll down here, you will find here Media Pool. Just give this a shortcut, any one you like. In my case, it's now 8, so I have this shortcut. We will need this one now later. And for the tracking, we have to do the following. Make sure that your clip is selected. So I'm starting with this clip here. Then I go to the color page, and here on the color page effects, we search for Match Move. And now we drag and drop this in here to the line until we see this plus icon. So now we have the Match Move node in here. And the way it works is we can now track points. So for example, if you just have one image, you could just work with 1 point. For the example here, we will track 3 points, so we have it always stable to the monitor. And how it works is you have to make sure that now here in the viewer, you have activated OpenFX overlay. And you also have to make sure that this effect is on. And then here in the first spot, it's tracking. So now we can zoom in here and select the first tracking point, this one. Make sure that you have contrasty images or videos, so it works best with a higher contrast. So I do now the second point here, it's in here, third point here, and that's good enough for my screen. So now we can go to the tracking module. Because I'm at the beginning of my clip, I can just hit this one, track forward. If my frame with the tracking points would be somewhere here in the middle, then you have to track forward and you also have to track backwards later. Or if you're in the end, you can just hit track backwards. But in my case, I can just track forward. So I click this and it will track everything, the movement forward. So now is the step where we can bring in an image or another video. But the problem is we don't have the media pool. And this is the reason why we gave it a shortcut. So now I hit the shortcut, in my case 8, and I see the media pool. So here I have a PNG file. We could start with that one, but for this example, I want to now make this as a screen. I have a video clip here, a drone shot. So I will drag and drop this in here. Boom, place it. And the way it works is you have to go to the green out point here and bring it into this green arrow. So let's go back to effects and select the node here. And the reason we don't see our image right now is because here on output, we have still selected disabled. So we go to composite. Now we see the image. But now we don't want to track anymore. We actually want to position everything. So with positioning, now we see this grid and we can now drag the grid and make it smaller. Oh, by the way, it also disabled it again if you want to see the background, or if you want to see the image, you can also say here composite again, and then you see the image. You can choose how you like. What I will do now is I will bring in this image to the monitor. I can zoom in, pinching in with my fingers, and I make sure that all of my corners are lined up with the monitor here. Zoom out, zoom in here, and double check on this end as well. So, and of course, this corner has to be correct as well. Boom. You can be as precise as you like. And now what we can do is we can basically come out here to the composite mode, and we already have the tracking. We can just hit play and we see that our new video is always matching up, even on a shot where we have slow movement. And now for the second example, I also open the media pool. And let's say instead of having this video, we want to just have this PNG file that I have here. So same thing, we would take this out point and bring it in there. So now we have everything in here. It would already work. So you can just hit play and it will be tracked. But in this case, I don't want to see the black. So what can I do? Let's delete this one here. We don't need that node anymore. The first one here, that one has to come into the alpha channel here, this blue triangle. So now all the black is gone and we only have our kid ear. If we want to change the size, you do exactly the same like before. You come in here to positioning and you will see those lines and you can work with the lines. But that's it, guys. This is how you can do tracking in DaVinci Resolve for the iPad.
I hope you liked this video. If yes, hit like, subscribe, ding in the bang bang gong. And also we have a masterclass for DaVinci Resolve on the iPad. So if you want to learn more about this, there is a link here in the description. I'm Daniel and we'll see us in the next video. Bye.